I have a job for you.
Jeez, it's not another arc, is it?
No, not again. This time I need a full-scale home renovation.
Noah Construction and Builders is your design and build partner. We do it all, from additions and dormers to full-scale renovations. Schedule your no-cost design consultation today. Visit us online at noahconstruction-builders.com.
Noah Construction and Builders. Through dreams we design, with vision we build.
95.9 FM 1240 AM WGBB on your radio dial. MuscleSport Media Live, Monday 7:30 8 p.m. I am your co-host, Joe Pietaro, across from my co-host, Anthony Tumminello, and to my left, there he is, Trevor, the man in the booth making this all happen. What is going on, Trevor?
First off, you are the host, not the co-host. I am the measly.
I'm a co-host.
No, you're the host.
Co-conspirator.
You're the host. I'm the measly co-host. I'm like, what is it? Like when Johnny Carson had the... I'm McMahon, maybe?
No.
I'm kind of McMahon, but I'm the intelligent one. Like I get...
The amazing Carsonian.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but what I'm saying is... what I'm saying
Trevor,
is...
do you remember the amazing Carsonian?
He don't know what he doesn't know your jokes.
He would read the...
I told Trevor, I said, Joe, we got to do a blooper version of this. We got to, like, that will be the best. We got to do a blooper version.
It'll be a half hour long, just the whole show.
No, yeah, exactly. It's like me making fun of you, and then you know.
Go ahead.
No, because you're a good sport about it. But what I'm saying is, you're the host. I'm Meg McMahon. You're Carson.
If that's how you want to do it, I like.
I just think that's fair because this is your meat and potatoes, Joey. You're MuscleSport Media. I'm the measly. I did sell out. My cover did make him.
He did.
Maybe
a couple of
more famous fuzzles, right?
I made some letters on that.
Yeah, but I did make you a little bit more credible. I'm gonna say.
I would agree.
But
100%.
You are the man in this.
And that was 2019.
Yeah, how crazy is that?
And it's going on 5 years.
5 years, I know you, and I feel like I know you my whole life. You know why?
I do too.
It's because you got the heritage of
we're paisans.
We are paisans, and not just paisans, Brooklyn paisans. Even though I'm really a Long Islander, but the heritage is just there. You had the same hair as my brother growing up, and
I hope he doesn't have the same hair as me.
No, he's got nice thick hair.
Okay,
he's got thick hair. But you're all. We got the mug, the Ginzo mug, and
yeah.
But but we're getting back to you are the host and I am the court jester. But not funny. But not funny. I'm the smart. I'm the one that when people ask knowledge and opinions, you go right to me. Why wouldn't you?
Well, you're the trainer.
That's right.
I'm the journalist.
I'm not just the trainer, Joe. I'm
the trainer to the stars.
No. Trainer to Listen, all I say, if I didn't know what I was doing this long, then I got issues. You know what I mean?
You fooled a lot of people if you've been able to get away with it and make money this
Can you imagine for 22 years I've been fooling people?
It's pretty good.
I know.
I've only been fooling people for 17, 08, I started MSM. So.
Yeah, you did, right? That's pretty easy.
I started in 08, I started sports writing in 05 and launched this.
You're a very talented human. And you're a very good interviewer, I must say.
Thank you. My skills have been eroding a little bit. I haven't been doing it as much. When I was doing the sports, I was still learning. And I think the first few years of this company, I kind of hit a peak. And then I kind of got away from it a little because the industry changed.
The industry changed.
Everything has to be like quick 10-second, videos, and you can't do a real interview when you do that.
That's true because it's more. I would say that. Do people even if you look at something like that? Is that what they just watch, or do they actually go and watch interviews? I hope so because that's the attention span on people now. And again, I can't. I don't want to be that guy, but it's
true.
Despicable.
Okay, next week we're going to be airing an encore of this because. We're not going to be here. I will be in Columbus, Ohio for the Arnold Sports Festival, Arnold Classic. And that is something also that I kind of launched MSM. I think the Arnold had a lot to do with it because I went there the first time when I was still the editor-in-chief of New York Sports Magazine.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to the Arnold Classic because we wanted to go to the expo and try to get some, advertising and content and this and that for the sports magazine I worked for.
And this was in 08, Joey?
08.
I can't
March
believe
of
that's
08.
17 years ago.
And I kind of always was into the bodybuilding scene, but I had been away from the shows and whatnot. And going to the Arnold, I kind of caught the bug again, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And then the magazine, that was kind of one of our last hurrahs because that, the company was having financial issues. That was when in 08 with the recession and all that.
Oh, yeah.
So it was taking a beating, and I could the handwriting was on the wall. So I said, if this goes bye-bye, I got to find something. So I said, I want to start my own company.
Mm-hmm.
And because I had just got that Arnold in my system, I was like, well, instead of just pigeonholing into sports, I can do sports and fitness / bodybuilding.
I mean, honestly,
and then the MuscleSport kind of spells it out. And I kind of was playing with different names, and that came up, and the URL was available, so I bought it on GoDaddy and contacted my buddy, who was my managing editor at the sports magazine, but he was also he does computer programming and website building, and I said, that's going to be my site.
Can I ask a question?
Of course.
So MuscleSport is, muscle. That's what some people had gotten confused in the past because MuscleSport is a nutrition company as well.
Yes.
Now, you had that before them, if I'm not.
I believe I did. They did advertise with me for a very short period of time.
Was there any conflict with that? Because if you own the rights,
no.
Is it because you own MuscleSport Magazine or MuscleSport Media?
Yeah, because it's. I mean, they're a nutrition company, and you know what? To me, I don't look
pursue anything like that.
I wouldn't, especially because they did do ads for a little while, and of course, like a lot of people, they hamster wheel on and off.
Yep.
But yeah, they had a nice. They're a local.
They're local.
Ronkonkoma, I believe, where the New York Sportsy magazine was. So,
right.
Yeah, I MuscleSport. There is a few different companies. There's actually a MuscleSport. There's another one that I tag on sometimes as a joke on my things. I even DM'd them one time and I said "Small World," right? And I could care less. I do have a copyright, if you will, for this.
I have a copyright for official method training.
Somebody comes out with a training company.
That has happened in the past. And there's one in I think it's Denmark, and there's one in Dubai. It says method training.
Have you ever tried to stop them?
I haven't. I mean,
are they taking customers away from you here?
That's the thing.
Pro Fit Gym.
That's the thing. They're not going to take. You know what I mean? So it's. Am I going to pursue it? No. I think I actually have I think it's official method training that I have a copyright on, but I copyrighted Kingdom also. But I copyrighted Kingdom supplements.
Yes, because Kingdom as you can't
copyright.
It's impossible.
Who knows? There's a million kabillion things.
Yeah. To me, I'm only worried about a media outlet with this name. I could care if somebody MuscleSport Nutrition. Good for you.
Yeah.
Go for it. People actually they're a pretty big company. They spend a lot of money.
Yeah.
And a lot of people assumed we were part of them.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, but if you saw me as a result of
that's
them,
fine.
Good.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thanks,
that's
guys.
Right. Right. Yeah. So I've never. There was one local guy that, I'm not going to mention names, but he tried to kind of, what's the word? Backpack on my kind of company and success, and he called something method training, and someone brought it to my attention. I said, bro, you can't do that. You're not part of me.
He was aware.
He was a local.
And he was aware of your company.
I don't know how he wouldn't be. I mean, this has been around for, like I said.
As a local guy.
As a local for a long time.
Yeah,
so
2 decades and plus, yeah.
Well, I started method training 2010. I didn't actually patent it until 2015.
I waited a few years myself, and because the procedure
I didn't know
was a pain in
anything.
the neck.
I didn't really know much about it, but I started learning all about it.
New York State is annoying as hell.
Oh, it is.
And they kept saying that I didn't have the proof that it was mine, and I'm I sent you a copy of the magazine.
Hey, listen, I'm paying you to do this. I'm paying you $1,000 to do this. Shut up.
Yeah, exactly.
I get it.
I finally got the registered mark letter and all of that. It took me a while though, but at first I didn't do it, and somebody goes to me, "You better do it."
Yeah. Well, the
So
LLC was important. You know, I mean, listen, this is just business we're talking about. But,
yeah, the LLC I formed early on in the company's growth.
Right.
But I didn't do the patent registration for the name to protect it for a while, and that somebody goes, even though you have the LLC and you could show magazines from going way back.
Right. Well, you know what made us do it, and you too, I'm sorry, now because of social media, because of anybody could call themselves.
Yeah, everybody and everybody's a real reporter or whatever.
A goal getter. Everyone's. What do you mean? Everyone's a real nutritionist and real trainer. They put their TikTok videos up of their real.
Yeah.
I don't know. You didn't know that? They're real, Joey.
Oh, there was when I was doing the sports writing and print. I was in magazines and newspapers and all of that. Legit bylines and legit publications.
That's publication.
Right?
Yeah.
And then that's when the blogosphere really started happening.
I know.
We kind of were like the people I worked with and myself. We would just
what's going on here?
You
know what's funny?
Clown with a freaking computer. That's all you are.
Check this out. You know what's funny? People think, and I don't know if I should be insulted by this or whatever, that this is a podcast. It's actually not a podcast. This is terrestrial radio.
Yeah.
But people actually say that first before a radio show.
But you know what? It is. But you shouldn't take that as a negative thing, because podcasts have become bigger
than radio,
which is it's completely insane.
No, but that's the way it is. People tend to think this is a pod, which is great, but because we do utilize it as it. But this is live radio.
It's a podcast because I already have the thing recorded.
Right, but we have an engineer, not an engineer,
a real studio.
The engineer extraordinaire that he's not even listening at this point. Yes, he is. Hey,
he was playing possum.
You podcast people don't have an engineer. You don't have Trevor.
Now,
we have Trevor.
I had a podcast going back. We had
you and Greg.
No, back to New York Sports Scene Radio. We called it. Mm-hmm. We had a podcast over the phone, Blog Talk Radio, and which I utilized with Greg as well.
I saw the one with Paulie. Remember the one with Paulie?
We had Paul. Yes, Burt Young on. Yeah. Before he died, obviously. But that's one of the times we were on TMZ.
That was great. That was a great interview.
We got on TMZ.
Yeah, that was a great interview
with the Paul interview. Thank you.
And you put that on. You put that on the commission show. You put a little clip of that. On
yes,
the
I did put the commission.
We did the '80s.
We did with the Rocky thing.
Yeah.
But the first podcast that we did, we used to do it from the office in the sports magazine, on the telephone, sitting next to each other, talking to each other on the phone, looking at each other.
That's amazing.
That was the technology at the time.
That's amazing.
And it came out fine. It was okay.
I am glad that we are doing the history of MuscleSport magazine, because that's what we should have done tonight, and we are doing that.
We kind of just fell into it.
He was supposed to talk about the Arnold. Who cares? Who cares about the Arnold? Let's do the history of Joe Pietaro.
Really?
We're doing it.
Well, my nose was only so big when I was in grade school.
And it kept going. Did you know this, Trevor? You know this fact? And this honestly, we got to do we do have to do like a whole outtakes. So did you know the only things that keep growing on the human body is the nose and the ears? Right? That's a real truth. That's why you have the old, and I'm gonna have it too. Like when my elderly, my ears are gonna be huge.
My father, his last couple of years alive,
the ears got huge.
He always had a big nose, obviously.
Right.
My parents, I had no choice. There was no chance of me.
Yeah.
But my father's ears, as he got older, he had huge ears at the end.
I've had 2 nose jobs. So I've had
nose job as to
I had
fix it.
one in high school. I got hit in the face with a basketball, and it got my
Just pass.
Why are you laughing at that? Joey,
did they try to you need to repair?
You know what it is? It's exactly when I was going through puberty. So it got hit, and then it broke, and then it just grew. I was very sensitive about it, so it just grew bigger, I guess, or whatever the case. So I had a nose job when I was 17.
And what did they do? They took it down a little bit?
Yeah, they shaved it. They fixed my deviated septum. And
I had deviated septum surgery.
then I had another one. I got into a bad car accident. I had another nose job, and it's still not.
You're okay.
The nostrils.
Hang out with me. Nobody even look at you.
Yeah, the nostrils are a little crooked, but that's the best they could do. That thing was shattered, so I had to get 2 repairs.
I had a shattered nose.
I was shattered.
But they didn't. They just put a piece of tape on it.
Yeah. I actually had to have basic face surgery. I broke my maxillary bone, so they had to do a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
to me.
a little more. Yeah, I just had a complete snapped.
I was always handsome, though. I mean, I don't know. They kind of made me a little more I don't know, maybe.
Gave you that rugged look.
Maybe.
It's an improvement.
Yeah, I guess so.
You broke my... No, I messed up. You broke my nose again.
Yeah.
That's an improvement.
Remember when he was... when he in Rocky 2, he was under anesthesia. He goes, I'm very proud of this.
Yeah.
You got to see the fight. I did good.
I never broke my nose.
Never broke my nose.
Apollo broke it.
Yeah. But yeah, honestly, this is... I'm very proud of that. But again, people don't know the history of muscles. I've been a fan ever, since I researched you and I met you and everything. I've been a fan. And the biggest thing was when Greg was in, Bigger, Faster, Strong. They're doing a sequel to that. It's called...
Is Chris Bell doing it?
Chris Bell's doing a sequel to Bigger, Faster, Stronger.
And what's it going to be? Older, slower?
It's called more... It's called something. It's like... It has a sequel to it, but I'm sure...
What's the concept?
I don't know. I think it's based on TRT again and like how the industry... We've discussed that, how...
that would be an interesting...
Yeah, because now
he's
phenomenal.
Yeah, his style.
But the cool... It's got to be how there's TRT doctors on every corner now. And now, again, that used to all be underground.
And this, when he made that movie in 09, TRT wasn't...
there was nothing.
Everything was all getting in the gym.
Yeah, you had to go underground to do it. You had to go, you had to go to doctors that used to have to shred blood work and stuff. I mean, so I've heard, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So...
Little Birdie told me.
Yeah, so... Yeah,
so when he made that movie... Yeah, Greg was for everybody.
He was phenomenal in that.
Yeah,
he was phenomenal, and that's what blew him up. He was on Johnny Carr. Right? He was on for the big biceps and all that. He was a freak, but I mean that's what made.
Jay Leno.
Yeah, he was hilarious.
Carson Daly. He was on a lot, but that movie, because it wasn't just the bodybuilding, it was a mainstream movie. You had all the big, Hulk Hogan, all these different names that came across. That got a lot of legs, that movie. So obviously Greg, he was the most memorable part of the movie because of his...
No doubt.
And a big shout out to Greg, who's in the hospital now. Get well soon.
God bless. God bless.
So bad. He's got a lot of medical issues, but the guy has already beat throat cancer.
Yeah, how amazing is that?
This is going to be I told his girlfriend Lucia, this is going to be nothing compared to that, and he's going to win this one as well.
Definitely.
Yeah, he needs gallbladder surgery, but he had sepsis, pancreatitis.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of bad things, and a lot of pain he's in.
Yeah.
So let's wish him well.
We wish him wealth, health, happiness, and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So get better.
GoFundMe that I know Joe Zapata put it up, and Greg would never want it, and Joe put that in the thing. But I have some links on my social media for it, so if you guys want to jump on that and throw whatever you can on it, it'd be much appreciated. And then Greg is probably pissed at Joe Zapata for doing that.
Well, you know what? Let's add that to this post. Can you give us all the info? We'll put it on this post. And,
Definitely, I'll put the info on the post, but it's on my Instagram, it's on my Twitter and Facebook and all of that good stuff too.
Yeah, as far as that movie though, he was the
great,
no doubt. And funny, my goodness, was he funny?
Under the table.
That was the best. He's gnawing on the big.
That's how he
lamb way. Oh, I know.
It's steak. No, that. Greg was not acting.
No, I know, and any kind of documentary that's gonna, you can't act. You got to be yourself because that's what they want to do documentaries on.
Yeah,
I've learned.
I heard a little bit about some, documentaries.
Yeah, there's gonna be some good stuff.
On the docket.
Coming out. I mean, I hear the industry definitely has a lot of good documentaries on the fitness industry, and there's going to be some good ones coming out.
Yeah.
I heard. Right, Trevor? That's right. That's what I mean. This isn't... No podcast has Trevor. We do.
No.
We
have a
do.
producer in there, and
without him, this is nothing.
no,
This
podcast is just taping one or two people, maybe with a phone guest, and here and there. But podcasts are, they're
the main thing now.
They've become very popular. I enjoy them personally.
Oh yeah,
I listen to a lot of podcasts.
Yeah.
None of them are fitness related. I will tell you that right off the bat.
Rogan's the best one. There's no doubt. Rogan's the best.
Well, he gets all the A-list people.
Rogan's the best.
It's kind of wild how Joe Rogan has become such a big star
In media.
from a stand-up comic.
But don't forget, he did the Fear Factor. Don't forget
the UFC.
He blew up with UFC, as
People
a
forget about
personality
the
and the
Fear
comment,
Factor,
And don't forget, Joe Rogan was in and still was in phenomenal shape.
Yeah.
He was a big fitness advocate.
He's into the jiu-jitsu
man.
stuff.
Yes.
Well, that's why he's good with the UFC, because he practices what he preaches. He knows the sport very well. But yeah, podcasts are big, but I'm old school. To me, radio.
Yeah.
Like when I used to be on Sirius radio once a week. When I worked at the sports magazine, we made a deal with
This
the
is
company.
what people don't know.
Bro,
about
that was
you.
so. I looked forward to that so much, and it was over the phone.
Yeah.
I wasn't in the.
That's
They
how
were
I
in the
look forward to
studio,
this.
but I had to call in because they were in another state. They weren't going
Right.
to fly me there once a week.
Right.
I actually used to do things remote. I did one from the Super Bowl weekend in Miami.
Right.
07 or 08 that was. I did one from the stall in the men's room at Wrigley Field during a Cubs game.
That's amazing. You see, this is it.
Intoxicated off my
This
mind.
is the interesting stuff, man. We got to do a part 2 to this.
Yeah,
This is what people
I
don't
thought I
know.
had mentioned that. They used to call me
No.
Radio Joe. That was my nickname on this program. It was got kind of a guy show, but it had sports thing, and I used to do a sports report on it every week. And I got to tell you, I loved it. It was fantastic.
That's how I feel about this. I look forward to this every Monday. I'll be honest with you. I mean,
I do too.
I
yeah.
do look forward to this every Monday because it's something. It's something different. It's something. When Joe first gave me the idea to this,
You were a little.
I was a little hesitant. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what? But then the first time we
I
did
told
it,
you, I said it's real radio.
I
bro.
said, Joey, I'm in, and thank you once again for including me in this thing. So.
And I want to thank Rob Cowell, who's a big part of this whole station. He's the one that reached out to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
And proposed this whole program
Mm-hmm.
to me. And, you're the first guy, obviously, I thought of
to
do it. Because we're local, we're buddies and all of that. And I figured
Who else were you going to get? There's no replacing me, right? Trevor, when I wasn't here, I heard birds chirping.
Yes,
you're right.
yes.
Right?
Yeah.
He didn't know.
I know, you're right.
Even though he's the star, he needs me.
Definitely.
You always need it.
Why am I talking about myself so much?
Oh, listen, that's you. It's all right.
You're damn,
you back it up.
That's
That's
right.
good.
That's right.
So that's it. I'm leaving for the Arnold on Friday morning. I will
Right.
be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, March 1st
Right.
through 4th. There's 3 days of the expo there,
Mm-hmm.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's why I'm staying the extra day. I will be hanging out with, we have mutual friends, Rosetta Mortati and Alessandro Savi.
Those are very good people.
I'll be brushing up on my Italian,
Very
hanging
good
out with
people.
them because
Very
they
good
speak
people.
Italian. So
Mhm.
I always try to show them I'm learning more and more. So I talk to them more and more in Italian. They'll be at the Bolero booth. So anybody listen to this, stop by the Bolero booth. I think it's 400 and something in the 400 aisle.
Yeah.
Rosetta texted me, and that's where I'll be hanging out a
Good
lot
people.
too.
Make sure you tell them I said
Great
hello.
people. I shall, definitely. They are great people. But
Mm-hmm.
we got to wrap this one up. Anything you want to plug before we
Yeah,
wrap it up?
make sure you're at the honor. Make sure you just mention Kingdom to people. Just kind of whisper in their ear that, listen, there's a new
Kingdom's
company.
better than this.
Kingdom. Look up Kingdom supplements.
What potion pre
Oh, yeah, I'll be honest with you. It's rave reviews. It's getting the best reviews out of any pre-workout that I've ever heard, and I'm not exaggerating. at
That's
this point.
great. No, good for you. I'm very proud of that. So give the website out. KingdomSups with a Z
Yes.
.com.
Correct.
Right? Am
So
I good?
SUPBPPZ. KingdomSups.com. Check it out.
Go there and order your War Potion pre-workout. He's got all other stuff, good stuff coming out. That is going to do it for us on this week's edition of MuscleSport Media Live, WGBB. I am Joe for Anthony and Trevor. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks when I come back from Ohio.
That's all.
Noah, I have a job for you.
Jeez, it's not another arc, is it?
No, not again. This time I need a full-scale home renovation.
Noah Construction and Builders is your design and build partner. We do it all, from additions and dormers to full-scale renovations. Schedule your no-cost design consultation today. Visit us online at noahconstruction-builders.com.
Noah Construction and Builders. Through dreams we design, with vision we build.